Lesson: Monitoring, Surveillance, and Employee Consent. Monitoring and surveillance in the workplace have become critical components of modern organizational management, especially in light of technological advancements and evolving workplace dynamics. As organizations strive to protect their assets, ensure employee productivity, and comply with legal obligations, they must navigate the complex landscape of employee privacy rights and consent. Understanding how to effectively implement monitoring and surveillance measures while respecting employee privacy requires a nuanced approach, grounded in legal frameworks, ethical considerations, and practical tools. The legal landscape surrounding workplace privacy and surveillance is multifaceted, encompassing a variety of laws and regulations that differ across jurisdictions. In the United States, for instance, there is no overarching federal law specifically governing workplace privacy, but several laws provide a framework for monitoring and surveillance practices. The Electronic Communications Privacy Act of 1986, for example, regulates the interception and monitoring of electronic communications. Additionally, the National Labor Relations Act provides protections for employees engaging in concerted activities, which can include certain types of electronic communications. Employers must be acutely aware of these laws and others, such as the General Data Protection Regulation in the European Union, which imposes stringent requirements on data processing and employee consent. A key aspect of implementing effective monitoring and surveillance practices is obtaining informed employee consent. This involves clearly communicating the nature, purpose, and scope of monitoring activities to employees, ensuring that they understand what data will be collected, how it will be used, and who will have access to it. A practical tool for achieving this is the development of a comprehensive privacy policy that outlines the organization's surveillance practices. This policy should be easily accessible and written in clear, understandable language. Employers can utilize frameworks such as the Privacy by Design approach to integrate privacy considerations into their monitoring systems from the outset, ensuring that privacy is a fundamental component of the organization's operations. In addition to legal compliance and informed consent, organizations must consider the ethical implications of workplace surveillance. The balance between ensuring security and respecting employee privacy can be delicate, and organizations should strive to implement surveillance measures that are proportionate to the risks they aim to mitigate. A practical strategy for achieving this balance is conducting a privacy impact assessment before implementing new surveillance technologies. A PIA enables organizations to identify potential privacy risks and develop strategies to mitigate them, thereby aligning surveillance practices with both legal requirements and ethical standards. To illustrate the practical application of these principles, consider the case of a multinational corporation implementing a new email monitoring system. The organization begins by conducting a PIA to assess the potential privacy risks associated with monitoring employee emails. This assessment identifies the need to limit monitoring to specific keywords related to data breaches and intellectual property theft, thereby minimizing the invasion of employee privacy. The organization then updates its privacy policy to reflect the new monitoring practices and holds informational sessions to educate employees about the changes, ensuring informed consent. By taking these steps, the organization not only complies with legal obligations, but also fosters a culture of transparency and trust. Another critical consideration is the technological aspect of monitoring and surveillance. With the advent of advanced monitoring tools such as biometric scanners, GPS tracking, and artificial intelligence-driven analytics, organizations have unprecedented capabilities to monitor employee activities. However, the use of such technologies must be carefully managed to avoid infringing on employee privacy rights. For instance, while biometric data can enhance security, it is highly sensitive and subject to strict data protection regulations under laws like the GDPR. Organizations should implement robust data protection measures such as encryption and access controls to safeguard biometric information and other sensitive data. Moreover, the integration of artificial intelligence in employee monitoring systems presents both opportunities and challenges. AI can analyze vast amounts of data quickly and efficiently, providing insights into employee productivity and potential security threats. However, it also raises concerns about bias, transparency, and accountability. To address these challenges, organizations should adopt ethical AI frameworks that emphasize fairness, accountability, and transparency in AI decision-making processes. By doing so, they can leverage AI's capabilities while ensuring that its use aligns with ethical and legal standards. The effectiveness of monitoring and surveillance practices also hinges on the organization's culture and leadership. Leaders play a crucial role in shaping organizational norms and values, and their approach to employee privacy can significantly impact the success of surveillance initiatives. A culture that prioritizes transparency, respect, and open communication is more likely to gain employee buy-in and foster a positive work environment. Leaders should model ethical behavior and encourage employees to voice concerns about privacy practices, creating a feedback loop that informs continuous improvement of surveillance measures. Finally, regular audits and evaluations of monitoring practices are essential to ensure ongoing compliance and effectiveness. Organizations should establish metrics and benchmarks to assess the impact of surveillance on employee productivity, security, and privacy. These evaluations should be conducted periodically and involve input from a diverse group of stakeholders, including legal experts, HR professionals, and employees. By continuously assessing and refining their monitoring practices, organizations can adapt to evolving legal requirements and technological advancements, maintaining a balance between security and privacy. In conclusion, effective monitoring and surveillance in the workplace require a comprehensive approach that integrates legal compliance, informed consent, ethical considerations, technological safeguards, and cultural alignment. By leveraging practical tools such as privacy policies, PIAs, and ethical AI frameworks, organizations can navigate the complexities of workplace privacy and enhance their proficiency in managing employee surveillance. Through transparent communication, robust data protection measures, and continuous evaluation, organizations can build trust with their employees and achieve their security and productivity objectives while respecting individual privacy rights.